What's up guys, Grady Gems here. I'm back and I'm super stoked. I've got another PSA return for you guys today. And this is a order, well there's two boxes in this order, but I decided I think I'll take my time. I think there should be some pretty good cards in this one. I'm not 100% sure, but hopefully so, we'll see. And the other box I will save for another time. Because it'll just take too long otherwise. So I haven't checked out the grades yet, but I just opened this up, that way it could go a little bit faster. Uh-oh. Man, this is really tight in there. Okay. Holy cow, they like completely packed this to the brim. Alright. So it looks like we've got quite a few cards. I think there's about 20 in here. I don't know how many can fit into one PSA box, but hoping for some really good grades as usual. This will be really exciting. I haven't done a PSA return video in quite some time now. So yeah, let's get started. First up, we've got a Gem 10 Mirror Force from Metal Raiders. Wow, that's a great start. That's awesome. Holy cow. This is so funny. The other day, like there was just like what, 3 Gem 10 Mirror Forces that sold on eBay or something like that. It was weird. It was the first time I've ever seen like a PSA 10 buyout. Like, I've never seen anything like that before in my life. But yeah, 3 of them sold. I think they were all about around like $350 or like $300. So I was quite shocked when I'm not sure if it was like one guy who bought all of them, but man, that is gorgeous. I was not able to get a Gem 10 in this card yet. So this is super awesome. I know people like hate on the art, saying it's too simplistic. I think it's absolutely incredible, super iconic, and extremely overpowered. I think all decks ran like 3 of them. So what do we have next? We have a Gem 10 Torrential Tribute. Very sweet. Wow, back-to-back like super powerful trap cards. Oh man, I've been wanting this for such a long time, just to even grade this. I think this card looks absolutely insane. I love the artwork on Torrential Tribute. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at all that blue. Sweet. So we're starting off with 2 Gem 10s. That's awesome. We have a Mint 9. Oh, that's too bad. Mint 9 first edition Flame Swordsman, and this is a glossy variant. Let's look at the centering. Maybe that's what hit it. Centering's actually not too bad. I think that is definitely 60/40. However, like, the borders are really thin on both of these sides. It's weird. Used to seeing like proportionate borders, I guess you could say. So nice. A Mint 9, very good. We have a Mint 9 Stardust Dragon, first edition Ghost Rare. Oh man, if I got another Gem 10, that would be freaking awesome. That'd be like a little bit too crazy. So let's see if we can see. I think there's some factory wear, like that, those tiny little dots. I guess they do count as scratches, although I almost never see perfect Ghost Rares without those little flaws. I've seen like Ghost Rares with those flaws get 10s before, so that is unfortunate. Although this is a very clean copy. I remember when I first got this card, I was like, this is so clean. Normally I only send in the best of the best, so happy to see that got it 9. We have a Near Mint 7 Gaia the Dragon Champion. That's a low grade, especially for such an iconic or expensive card. I know that the population on this card is super low. What is it, like 30 something or maybe 40 something now? But yeah, this one, I think the centering was extremely rough on this card. So as you can see, again, the centering is really good. Not sure why I got the Near Mint 7, but it's extremely sparkly. Holy cow. Let's take a look at that later. Oh, maybe I see a little bit of edge wear. Yeah, I see a little bit of edge wear at the top there. Well, that's too bad. I hope they didn't damage the tops of the cards. I know that some people have been complaining how the back top has been nicked by a lot of the slabs, and I'm hoping that is not the case with mine. We've got a mannnn Mystical Elf, first edition LOB. Very nice, extremely glossy. Again, well centered, but I'm thinking that we might be in for a world of hurt here, guys. I feel like these mannnns are definitely were definitely 10s a few months ago. I sent this batch in maybe like right before they sent out that PSA what do you call it, the PSA, like the monthly booklet, I guess, the one where Blue Eyes and LOB was recognized, I guess, as a TCG. I mean, like, Yu-Gi-Oh has been around for decades. However, it's the first time that PSA has deemed it now good enough, valuable enough to recognize it as a true collectible. Maybe one day Dragon Ball will get there. Maybe it already has. I know the old Dragon Ball cards are quite expensive. But anyways, let's get a Gem Mint 10. Oh, nice! A Gem Mint 10 Barrel Dragon. Very sweet. That's a great card. So we're doing well on Metal Raiders, and we're doing well on, what is this torrential from? Crow Servant? No, it's from Labyrinth of Nightmare. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, PSA is very, very well aware of the prices for LOB cards and how they've skyrocketed, especially the LOB Blue Eyes. So I think just like base set Pokemon, they'll be much more stricter on those cards, as you can see. I really think the Flame Swordsman and Mystical Elf should be 10s. I'm not sure about this one. It's got that bit of edge wear, but I don't know what about what for these super rares, what the issue was. And it looks like there's a really tiny faint dot. I'm gonna quickly check the other ones. It looks like they've cleaned up their act. PSA was really terrible about, they've been having these like white spots all over the back of their cases, which is horrendous as a collector, especially if you got a Gem Mint 10. And it looks like they've fixed it. We'll see as we go through it. What else we got? We have a, oh my god, this is the third Gaia Gem Mint 10 that I've gotten. This is crazy. Holy cow. Oh my lord, I cannot believe I have a playset of PSA 10 Gaia the Fierce Knights. That's insane. Wow. It looks like I don't even think the population on this card is very high either. So it looks like I did get an LOB, and it's another Gaia. Oh man, can't complain about that. Still a very valuable card. I think they're around $600, maybe a little bit more. We have a mannnn Dark Paladin. This is the corrected art, so this is not the other ones that I got Gem Mint 10s on. That's unfortunate. That would be crazy if I got a Gem Mint 10 on this. I can't remember where I got this from. I think it was Troll and Toad, actually. They had one up for sale. It was some time ago though. Yeah, you almost never see this card pop up. So I think I own now 2 9s, hoping to one day grade a 10. Next up, we have a Swords of Revealing Light, near mint to mint 8. That's unfortunate. Again, really well centered. Wonder what gave it the 8. Oh, I'm wondering if it's the, if you guys can see it, it's on the hollow. It's not a scratch. I guess it's a factory line. It's right here. It's actually kind of hard to see. It actually looks pretty cool with the swords going vertical, but obviously aesthetics is not PSA's job. They're just trying to see if there's any imperfections. So that's very nice. That's our first 8. All right. What else we got? We have a, oh my god, Gem Mint 10 Jinzo. Oh my lord! This has been such a difficult card to attain. Holy crap! I'm so happy that I finally was able to grade one. Honestly, guys, like I like grading cards more than keeping cards sometimes, because just the absolute excitement I get from like seeing something like this and catching it on film. Oh my god, that's freaking ridiculous. Man, the secret rare on this is like it's crazy. It's just like Gaia. Wow. That's so gorgeous. This card is extremely hard to grade. Like, I know so many people were looking for this because it's just like they're always off-centered. It's always tough to write off-centered, and like it's just so difficult to get one that is within gem mint quality. Also, the back comes with a lot of waxing sometimes. This one looks really clean. Oh man, I finally got one. That is awesome. Wow. So we're doing really well again. That's amazing. Alright, what else we got? We have a Mint 9 Injection Fairy Lily. That'd be too crazy if I got another Gem Mint 10 on this bad girl. Like, this card is still hovering around 2k, guys. It's just so difficult to grade. I think there's like over 100 like Mint 9s, or like 100 of Mint 1 to 9 as an aggregate, and like so few 10s, like maybe 35, maybe 38 or something like that. Very cool card. A very sought after card too. Got a Mint 9 on the Serpent Knight Dragon. I actually graded 2 of these before as Gem Mint 10, so it's too bad I didn't get the Gem Mint 10. Oh, I'm really happy that the centering on my cards are so clean. But obviously centering is not the only metric that they grade your cards on. So let's see, let's carry on, get some more 10s. But that Jinzo. We have a near mint 7 on the Blackluster Soldier. Oh no, that is a rough grade for an BLS. It's definitely not the centering. Centering is good on the card. I feel like it's the waxing. You guys see that? Those aren't scratches. It's just like, I guess, backside. When this card came out straight from the pack, it would look like that. And IOC, what else is there? MFC, Magician's Force, Pharaoh Servants. There's a few others that have like really bad waxing, and it's weird. Like, some boxes you'll find like very little, and if it's very minimal, surprisingly PSA actually doesn't really mark it down. But I also think it depends on the grader. It is subjective. Oh, this card's got some nice hollow bleed too. But yeah, if you get a card from any one of those sets, there's like a 50% chance you'll get some waxing, and it's funny that the waxing definitely, like, depending on the card, depending on the machine that was printing it at the time, it could be extremely thick like this one, or it could be very faint. So unlucky with that one. That's okay. We've got a Mint 9 on the Summon Skull. That's too bad. I haven't graded this in a Gem Mint 10. Look how awesome this guy looks. 1 tribute, 2500 attack. It's got really crappy defense, but who's using it for defense anyways? Like, does it really matter? Awesome card. I think 10 sells for like, I haven't seen Summon Skull. There's actually quite a few graded, I think. A lot of Metal Raiders cards, there's quite a few graded, but Metal Raider is such a good set that it's able to retain its value. A lot of people, a lot of collectors, they're still looking for Metal Raider like Ultras and Secret Rares. So what else we got? We have a Gem Mint 10 Black Skull Dragon. Speaking of Metal Raiders, okay, it looks like this is definitely a Metal Raiders heavy submission. That's an awesome hit. Oh my lord, look at that. And I know a lot of people talk about how there's not enough hollow pattern. This one looks like there's a good amount of hollow. It's such a dark like colored card. Not gonna really see too much. That's really sweet to get a Gem Mint 10 in that. And one of the very few Metal Raiders cards that almost never comes up for sale. You'll see a lot of Time Wizards. You'll see what was the other one I got? Yeah, you'll see Mirror Forces. Actually, now that they've been all cleaned out, even if I post this up, it might be the only one on eBay. I'm not really sure, but there were like 3 of them at a time until that bio. I think there's quite a few Barrel Dragons. But yeah, you don't see many Beast Skull Dragons. You don't see many Summon Skulls going up for sale as Gem Mint 10s, even though the population for them is like quite similar. I think it's just one of those cards that people really like. You'll see other high pop count cards like DDS Blue Eyes where, you know, even though there's a lot more of them than, let's say, a Gem Mint 10 Swords of Revealing Light, you don't actually see that many more on the marketplace. So, what else we got? This looks like another very clean card. We have a near mint to mint 8 twin-headed Thunder Dragon. Alright, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. It's just a lowly super rare from the Metal Raider set. I don't even know if it ever made an appearance on the actual anime. Couple more cards. We have a mint 9, the Flute of Summoning Dragon. So this card is like, I think this card is actually pretty difficult to grade. I remember looking it up on the population report, thinking there would be a lot of these, because I would think a lot of people like the starter deck hollows and stuff like that. But it's just got such a clear hollow pattern. Super easy to. And all the starter deck cards, they're just like, the quality of the card stock is just not that great. When you talk about modern Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it's actually strange. A lot of modern Yu-Gi-Oh cards nowadays also have card stock problems. It's like they improved in certain areas, like centering, definitely, because you don't see many off-centered cards nowadays. But the actual cardboard is, like, I guess it's just never been that much better. Plus, there's a lot of like foiling, scratching on like ghost rares, like modern day ghost rares. Alright, what else we got? We have a Gem Mint 10 Guard Destruction. Very nice. From the starter deck Kaiba. Very sweet. And definitely one of those cards that people will, even though it's not like a very expensive card, people like they identify with it as like one of their cards they used when you were a child. Because when you're a kid, you don't have like loads of holographic cards, right? You just have a couple. And like if you're gonna like get some you know, starter deck Kaibas, starter deck Yugis, you know this card. I think this was in both of them. I think it was what was it? Blue Eyes. For starter deck Kaiba, it was Blue Eyes, Horn, Lord of D, and maybe this card. And then for Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like Dark Magician, Card Destruction. Where the other? Oh, that other one. That was, I think it's called like Soul Exchange. Anyways, looks like a clean card. We have a near mint to mint 8 Harpy Lady Sisters. That's too bad. Didn't get the Gem Mint 10. That's alright. Look at all that hollow. I love when they make the eyes holographic. It really adds to the appeal of the card, in my opinion. Okay, last card. What do we got? We have a mint 9 Kazajin. This is a faded Kazajin, obviously. But I'm wondering if they're now taking docking marks off. Docking marks. I'm like talking like I'm like a teacher or something, like, or I'm still in school. A mint 9 Kazajin. So overall, very, very decent return. Couldn't get the 10s on the LOB things. That's unfortunate, but that's alright. So we've got some pretty decent cards here, so I'll just go through them quickly. We have a Card Destruction Gem Mint 10, a Beast Skull Dragon Gem Mint 10. This is definitely one of the most expensive cards of this submission. Gem Mint 10 Jinzo. Extremely, like, look at this. Look at that pink holographic backing. Such a difficult card to grade. And we did get an LOB. Of course, like, honestly, I'm still very happy with this. But again, I would love to see another LOB card, or like even a super rare LOB card, like a Celtic Guardian or a Curse of Dragon. May not be as valuable as this, but I just love seeing different cards getting graded in 10. So nice. And we got the Barrel Dragon. Torrential Tribute. Beautiful card. And of course our Mirror Force. Alright guys, thank you so much. It's a quick video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. I'll be putting up these cards for sale, of course, on my eBay as well, so you can check that page out. And depending on when you're watching this, it might be up already or might take a couple days. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.